This is on YouTube. That's true. That's true.
As it should be. I like it. They even got it on the satellite in outer space that will fuck up something on Earth.
He looks very much like I thought he would.
You gonna hear this?
Are we ready to start the actual show now?
I mean, everyone but Elgin.
Elgin, wake up. We got to start the show now.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Not bad. Oh, Lord.
Shooters gotta keep shooting.
Sorry.
Let me see here.
Oh my.
I gotta turn this off. This is more complicated than I need it to be.
We should do an intro where we do the click song because that song's tight.
No. Let's never do that.
Why are you double fisting that?
Well, because one of them is for hydration,
It's just a
and
little
one
bit
of them
of
is for
company.
dehydration. I gotta keep
All right, folks.
I gotta keep myself even.
I'm ready to go. Steve, you ready?
Yeah, why not?
DJ Elokari, you ready? That was supposed to.
I think that was a yes.
We're gonna do this again. Hold on.
What? Am I supposed to say
I'm ready to go.
Here we go.
Steve, you ready?
I'm ready.
DJ Elokari, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Tevin, you ready? All right. Let's start the show. You are listening to BlurdDotRadio.
That joke hit.
Kapow.
It was.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was. We'll do it again.
Well,
you know,
well.
practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a new thing for us.
Yeah, we're trying new things.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sipping rose.
Yeah.
So everybody, you are listening to BlurdDotRadio. I am your host, Mike Stidham. There's a scrolly thing right there.
Oh look, yo, you can see everything.
Right,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
he's fancy.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah.
this is very warsy.
That's nice.
to my left is Steve.
What up, dude?
There you go. The transition. We're good. To Steve's left is DJ Elokari.
Yo.
These are Instagram things that you see.
Wow, he got his own tag, yo.
He's a DJ. He's
Yo,
a DJ for real.
Yo, how much that cost?
Nah, man, I did this old fashioned style. You just ask a friend and tell them to say your name.
Bet I got you.
To the left is DJ Elokari, our special guest for the evening. Whitney Caps.
Oh my God, so many coins. Yes.
Richer.
That's how I know you guys didn't read my bio, by the way.
Whitney Caps did not give me a handle.
No.
So there's no scrolling.
No.
There's no scrolling there.
Try to find me. That's all I have to say.
Try it
No,
out.
please don't, though.
Not that hard.
To Whitney's left is Alan Linton.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, that's it. Oh, Alan Linton too at Twitter.
Yeah, I guess you need space
Well,
there, realistically.
We'll figure that out.
That's
figure it
okay.
out. Yeah.
We'll get it.
I don't smoke.
He does not smoke.
No.
I can
He's one of those clean people.
Well, I didn't say all that, but sure.
So we're gonna start off tonight's show the way that we start off every show with blurred outs. What is my blur? You know what? I've got a few, but I'm gonna focus on one. PlayStation Network has apparently been taking $11 out of my account for 2 years.
Wow.
2 years. They overdrew my account because I'm broke. Christmas money did not last because Wix actually took it from me. And then PlayStation came along and then just added that left hook to put me on the canvas. So yeah, PlayStation has taken at least $240 from me. Which I'm really happy about. That's great. Fantastic. Sam One told me that I should call. I don't know, somebody, what is it, a Japanese company? Are they going to give me my money back when I agree to take a ticket?
They might give you money, or like they'll give you like PlayStation Store credits.
I don't think it's going to happen.
PlayStation Store.
I think I could call for you. I mean, I'm half white. I have a really annoying voice.
Very
I think
annoying.
I think I can make this happen.
You've got a good phone voice.
Right?
Yeah. This could work.
Excuse me.
Sir.
I say that a lot.
This could work out. We'll talk about this.
I mean, I got $70 back from Comcast, which is not an easy thing to do.
Wow.
So,
Nice. Wow.
That's pretty
Well
good.
done.
yeah.
Well
That's
done.
like almost a whole month.
There you go. Is it?
No,
Is it
Almost,
half a month.
almost a whole month.
Almost a whole month.
Not close, right?
Almost.
Yeah. So that is my blurt out for the evening. Steve, what do you got?
I went to go see the new Star Wars movie.
How'd that go?
All right, here's the way I feel about it. Had Rise of the Skywalker been good?
Rise of the Skywalker.
Yes.
The one and only.
Yes. Whatever.
I was gonna throw a spoiler out there, and I'm not going to.
I'll spoil it.
Had that been good, then this would have been better.
Wait, you mean The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi. There you go.
It's a whole consistency
had the
issue.
had Rise of Skywalker been better.
Rise of Skywalker is this one.
Yes.
Had the Last
Jedi.
The Last
had
Jedi?
the Last Jedi. They
There's
also,
liquor on Steve's breath. I just
Yeah,
want to point that
yeah.
out.
Oh, I've been at work all day, guys.
This is
Oh no,
important.
I mean a canonical issue. It's
So
an issue
There's-
with
I heard
canon.
there's a few. I've heard there.
Okay.
There is a lot of things
Okay.
wrong with the movie, but
doesn't
had the Last Jedi been better,
I'm
the Rise
excited.
of Skywalker would have been good.
Well, you know that's because the writer, director. Well, why are your arms up?
You didn't like The Last Jedi?
I like The Last Jedi.
I love The Last Jedi.
I don't think it's
I thought it
good.
was cool.
I think it was like, I mean,
like I didn't love it,
it's
but I
just
thought it was
stupid.
cool.
That's the
It
most
definitely
recent one?
had the greatest lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars because it wasn't just two guys spinning sticks in front of each other and occasionally like
Yo,
stopping
That match was pretty dope though. I ain't gonna even lie.
It's better than Yoda doing backflips and shit.
You know the backflip's very good.
We're live on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We haven't been live in a few weeks.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Just as long as it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Give it
come
time.
on.
Give it time.
You guys just no one has faith.
No, we have the Force.
We'll do it
I haven't finished the new season of You. I like this show. It's about a creepy white man.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yo, You is great.
I'm not watching it. They
Yo.
kill kitties, man. Like I'm good.
They killed.
No, that's
Spoiler alert,
no,
come
that's
on.
not. No, that's not that.
No, that's
not
a
that?
different Netflix show.
Yeah,
That's a
that-
docu-series.
Yeah, that's a docu.
And
And
they
it's
also
actually-
killed kitties
that one
in
actually
Gummo.
is
That was
quite
a good
good.
movie.
That's quite good.
You said in Dumbo?
Gummo.
I thought you said in Dumbo. I was like, I don't
I
remember.
missed
Yeah,
that part. I
that
missed
was-
that part.
Dumbo.
They
That
just
one's-
killed black people's pride.
The one
Yeah,
you're
I
thinking
mean,
about.
it's literally named Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
Is
literally.
that
Hello,
racist?
my name is James Crow.
The one you're thinking about, Elgin, is called "Don't F with Cats." Which
Yeah,
is,
that's it.
I watched and it was great. Actually.
It's actually quite good.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
It's
I mean,
sad.
you have to be into true crime.
All right.
That didn't fit.
No, I was seeing if I put it in the right space. This is actually gonna get added to like my everyday. This is great.
You know, listener at home, I gave Elgin a specific list of things that I wanted him to use. He may use like 3 of them. Yeah,
Great.
see, there you go.
that's
And you're
No one listens to
Love
this.
really implementing it.
absolutely.
Strong.
That's the end of my blurt out. Elgin, can I get a "This is Chicago"?
Oh
No, you can't because we're live on the radio.
I'm a
Okay.
professional, boy. You better run.
Yeah, he has his own drop.
job.
He has his own
No,
drop. He's a professional.
Come
DJ
on,
Lokari,
bro.
what's your blurt out?
I actually was gonna go in on Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw it as well.
Doesn't sound good
I mean, it's look. I absolutely agree.
because I
with-
thought her parents.
I
didn't
agree
matter.
with Steve on the sense that I thought that was it Rise of no what was
Last
like?
Jedi?
Last Jedi. I
They
think
all
last
suck.
Ryan
Last-
That's
Johnson.
dope.
look
I was fine with it.
look
and I
No
got
dog. in
really
this
fight.
Last Jedi was
Great.
a good movie, right?
Yes.
There was some good action.
The problem with Last Jedi
Go on.
is it went against everything that was set up in The Force Awakens.
Not
Which
a problem.
was that was intentional because
I
the
mean-
director had beef with
Yeah,
J.J. Abrams.
absolutely. So this last movie was just kind of felt like it felt like a big FU to the
was.
last movie. You know what I mean?
15 minutes in.
Yeah, so it was
it's
just
like you watching two children argue.
no, it really
on
was,
screen.
and which was what made Last Jedi which is what made yeah, I was right.
Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker?
The Force
The
Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
You mean the New Hope? Because that's all that was.
Yeah, The Force
Shot for shot.
Awakens. No, absolutely. So it was just like I got over being mad at the Last Jedi, right? Because
Okay.
it was like, okay, this is where we're going with it, which makes more sense because you shouldn't have to be a part of the family in order to be a Jedi, and it would also
Spoiler.
fall in a little bit more for I mean, if you ain't seen that movie by now, man, like it's been a good.
It's been out for like 2 weeks.
No.
Listening to this show
No, we're
has
talking about the Last Jedi. That's what we're talking about. Right?
You're not talking about like Palpatine or anything like that.
No.
Okay, just wondering.
So the Last Jedi has set it up so it's like you didn't need to be a part of anyone's family or anything like that to be a Jedi. You know, it could be anyone, which left the door open for people like Finn to like become a Jedi, which is why I was like, all right, cool, they gonna roll with that. That's great. Like they're making it make sense. Let's go for it.
But he doesn't know the Force.
They
He's
showed in the
force
first
sensitive.
movie that he was force sensitive.
That was just to appease us black people.
I mean, but if is that what
Like,
y'all gonna
he's
do,
so
then you
close.
might as well just go ahead.
They literally made him
He
go.
started college.
He was a child slave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they could have done so much more with that. And it was like, okay, I guess that's probably what they were gonna go for. Like just push it further, make Finn a Jedi and just continue to move on with this story. Like whatever, he gonna be with Rose, great. Whatever, you know, it was forced.
Ray is her name.
No, it
He
was
was supposed to be
Rose.
Rose.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to be
yeah.
with Rose.
You're right. Sorry.
Don't put Rose in the corner, man. They had that whole
Twitter already did
horse
JJ then
thing.
followed suit.
Right, and then JJ was just like, nah.
None
You
of
ain't
it.
no Jedi.
No,
you gonna
no,
be
no.
on the corner, dog. You ain't gonna do nothing. You know what?
Ray, I got something to tell you. The
Nothing.
whole
You-
movie never heard nothing.
You ain't saying nothing.
One big tease.
It was nothing. He literally did absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
and
but
then
he
they
did
gonna do that mess where they're like, you know what? We gonna find somebody just like you. That look just like you. Who went through the same thing you went through.
Someone from your community.
Someone from your community. And it's gonna be just fine. Oh, y'all gonna have a love scene? Nah. Is she gonna be in the next movie? Nah. Don't worry about it. It's cool. They pay my dude wrong, man.
And they're
pay
gonna
Finn
have
so wrong.
Billy D. Williams be a deadbeat dad to her.
I know, right? Or they going on a date, either one.
What
But
the
that's
hell?
awful, man. And they just so all the black people just related to Billy
All
D.
the black
Williams.
people
I mean, I guess so.
Like
He also bangs
word.
robots apparently, so that makes
Oh,
sense.
man,
That is
come
true.
on,
Kind of
dog.
makes sense.
Future.
Thank you for that blurred out, DJ.
Well, I wasn't finished. That was like my main one.
Yeah, but we got 4 minutes.
Oh
and
my
2
God,
people.
we do. All right, let's go.
No,
No, that's good. Nah.
Thank you very much.
Good call.
Yeah. Whitney, do you have a blurred out?
I have two.
Yes.
One, I blurted out real hard on dogs this week.
Okay.
I know I can.
Like real
my-
dog?
Like the animal
No,
dog?
like real dogs. Like real dogs.
Okay.
So my dog found a stray dog, and then I took her into my house because it was New Year's Day and it was real cold.
Did you
And-
spray for fleas?
Thank you.
No,
Right.
Jeez.
no. I made an executive decision to do nothing. So, but
Okay.
like I have actually never had a puppy before, like as an adult. So then I had to like do a bunch of research on like what's normal for puppies, and I had this puppy in my house for 48 hours. She was the sweetest little thing, and then I found her family. So I blurted out real hard on dogs this week.
You didn't just steal the dog?
I
mean, you
I
could've
I
just-
could have maybe the family that owned her actually lives right across the street from me, so I feel like
So
that
wait,
would
You
have
could have just
it could have
avoided.
potentially
yeah,
gotten
wait,
awkward.
hold
Well, I
on.
didn't know that.
Did you lecture them on personal
I didn't know that.
responsibility?
No, but I did say like
Why'd your
maybe
dog
get your
out?
very expensive dog microchipped. Like maybe the first thing. It's the first thing you do. I mean, I know the dogs live in a
What's the
police state.
ticket on this dog? What are you talking about?
What's the
It
ticket?
was like no, it was she's
How much
like
is this dog worth?
she's a fawn colored pit bull, pure breed pit bull.
Oh, pit bull
Okay.
puppy.
She's
I wouldn't
very
have given
sweet,
it back.
very very
I
sweet.
wouldn't have given it back.
She
That'd have been my
She was
dog.
great.
You had
She
a
was great.
baby pit in
That's
your
their
house
loss.
for like 3-4 days.
For 2 days.
Wow.
2 days. And she was kind of terrible to my dog. So
I mean, it's
you've
a
met
Pit
my
bulls
dog
are
before.
aggressive.
But
they don't,
so
they don't like breeds that aren't pit
Yeah,
bulls.
no.
oh well my dog's I think part pit. I actually really don't know. He's just big and brown. But they
dog.
got along finally like right
That's
before
good.
she left. And he has been asleep pretty much for 3 days because she was crazy. So that's my first one. My second one, I know I'm cutting into Alan's time here.
Everyone does.
Since you guys brought up the cinema, I will bring up. I saw Uncut Gems.
Oh yeah.
I've heard
Taking
good
a
things.
hard left here.
I've heard good things.
The only thing I will say is I have never been more anxious in a cinematic experience
that's
in
good.
my life,
That's high praise. I love
and
suspenseful movies.
I didn't want to leave. Like I was feeling physically unwell, but I would not leave the theater. So I'll give you guys that, and also Andy Andy Sandler, just a gem.
Uncut.
Oh, uncut.
He needs to
Uncut
do.
gems.
I feel like he needs to stop trying to do comedy. Like this fit. When I saw like his character in the movie, I was like, good, he can do that.
It's pretty great.
He's never done crime drama. I feel like.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, he does dramatic decently.
Yeah.
Wait, what other references are you pulling from?
Punch
Drunk Love.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, that's like the only one.
And that was still kind of funny.
Spanglish.
Yeah, it's English.
I don't know Spanglish.
No.
I like that movie.
Nah.
I thought he was good.
When did you watch it?
I mean,
When is the last time you watched it?
yeah, I will admit it's.
So you know what? Just keep that one in your pocket. I think.
And
Just...
while we're between subjects, Alan Linton,
What?
what's your blurt out there?
So I'm just gonna make this fast.
You have to. We have a minute.
I've done more with less. Now, thank you.
Wow.
I spent all day on Tuesday with the Just Right YouTube channel looking up things on why J.J. Abrams is not a good director.
Ooh.
And I also finished Wreckfest
Okay.
on Xbox One on the hardest difficulty.
Nice.
Finished my last championship. You're
For
welcome.
you.
Good for you. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Very supportive.
Well,
I
thank you
just
very
got
much,
an
Alan
Xbox.
Linton. Do you all want to? Well, we'll wait for the next segment to talk about what brings you all together into this show. In the meantime, though, DJ Elokari is gonna play you some hits.
Yes.
DJ Elokari, what hits are you gonna hit them with?
Happy New Year, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna
That's fine.
start off this new year. Brandon Holmes, good friend of ours, has just dropped a new new music video called Tamika. And I just checked it out. It was decent, and I'm gonna play the track from the song. Like, why not? You know.
Sounds good. You are listening to BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back at 8 o'clock with trailers.
BlurdDotRadio.
Tamika, get up off my throne. Tamika, get up off of my phone. Thought I told you 3 months ago. See you calling, no ringtone. The ring is silent, know what's wrong. You want to love in a bando. Try to top over my handle. Single ladies with no rings, no. LeBron James switching teams. Oh, you tried to put it on top of me. Gave you everything I thought you need, but everything happens for a reason. I'm moving on, it's a different season. You wanna love in the right way. Conveniently, no, I'm not Triple A. You wanna dance like I'm crochet. I jump out the pot like I'm cocaine. I can leave, baby, you can stay. I'd rather be riding the freeway. Signal free, stop flashing me. Just let me be. Tamika, get up off of my phone. Thought I told you 3 months ago. See you calling, no ringtone. The ring is silent, no what's wrong. Tamika, get up off of my phone. Thought I told you 3 months ago. See you calling, no ringtone. The ring is silent, no what's wrong. And what's good? Cutting this thing like Clint Eastwood. Rolling on these up in your hood. I got a bag, baby, I'm the plug. And it's okay to feel away. Shooting your shot at the second base. I made you hot, but you wanna play it. But you was a thought with a pretty face. And it's on me, baby, pretty please. I really thought you were into me. I took the top off the Maybes. You broke my heart when you blamed me. And it's on you, I thought it through. Don't let my mama didn't raise a fool. I kept you dust in the finest shoes. Do shades of the chateaus. You can play me if you want to. Bet you think it's all about you. Change my number or just block you. Lose my number to make the get up off of my phone. Thought I told you 3 months ago. See you calling, no ringtone. The ring is silent, no what's wrong. To make the get up off of my phone. Thought I told you 3 months ago. I see you calling, no ringtone.
wanna play games anymore. This Monopoly game is a bore. I just want me a lady to show my devotion like soldiers are aiming for war. I'm thinking about going on tour or breaking the treasury door. No time for the game, my lady is patient. We ended up going till 4. The verses and hours I'm clocking in. Work like a feast in my pocket big. Scary hours like Babadook. Studio grind over time to cook. Baggy eyes need a sunbed. Mellow vibes and a sweet bread. Cause I hustle to the thief's end. Drive where I need a retread. Take my vacations in Ogilvy. Just had a meet with a notary. Toasting success over chicken and rice and a license to get what is owed to me. Getting respect for my poetry. Cashing a check is a courtesy. Code of a soldier is knowing the energy needed to fight like an orderly. Better in mind state, working the grind till the gears ache. Wearing in minds, throw me a line, save me a seat at the darkest of times. Man at the scene, the hardest behind. Bigger the fish or the thinnest of dimes. Oh, what a sight, but the shock sometimes. Left with the bones of a love ain't mine. I don't wanna play games anymore. This Monopoly game is a bore. I just want me a lady to show my devotion like soldiers are aiming for war. I'm thinking about going on tour or breaking the treasury door. No time for the game, my lady is patient. We ended up going to 4 or 5. Tried to impress her, she asked if I want an award. Took her to dinner, we eating at Soho. She look at me, whimper, she bored. Buying Accords, by any means. She looking bad, body is lean and cuisine. Fuck her, she don't even mind that I fiend. We could just kick it, we're naked and kissing. I'm teasing and licking, I'm writing excuses for meetings I'm missing. My boss wouldn't get it, he throwing a fit in and couldn't admit it. Woke up to worship at church for a minute. Ah! I could go on, but fuck Monopoly, my nigga. Yeah, I don't wanna play games anymore. This Monopoly game is a bore. I just want me a lady to show my devotion like soldiers are aiming for war. I'm thinking about going on tour or breaking the treasury door. No time for the game, my lady is patient. We ended up going to 4. I don't wanna play games anymore. This Monopoly game is a bore. I just want me a lady to show my devotion like soldiers are aiming for war. I'm thinking about going on tour or breaking the treasury door. No time for the game, my lady is patient. We ended up going to 4.
I wake up praying cause I got another chance. I'ma go and teach my dance. I'ma go and get my band. I do my part and then the harvest gonna start. If I share it from my heart, I know the blessings won't depart. It take a lot of patience and I've been persistent. I defend it like I got it already. That's how I win it. And if you test me, I will be finished. If I'm still living, it ain't no limit. It's a cold day when you look around. Everybody down, everybody building from the ground. Do it there, got my gym standing deep, cause my roots go deep. Whole heap of land waiting on my feet, waiting on my feet, waiting. Here we go, like shining bright, turn my light up, turn my light up, shining bright, shining bright. Pick it up right there. In my 6-pack, don't who curves. I do good as life, yeah, word. I'ma get that bag, I swear. And I work my natural herb, so my niece can love on hers, and so I can love on me. Referee and all I heard. Miss me with that dog like swerve. Fell in love with all my curves. Tryna teach that to my bird. Tryna reach my people's worth. Tryna keep on eating earth. Only meat, I need that curve. Recipe be love and murder. Gonna let my candle burn. It's a cold day. It's a cold around. Everybody down. Everybody down. Do it there. Got my gym standing deep. Cause my roots go deep. Oh, you play. Wait, my feet. Yeah. Wait. Turn my light up, shining bright. Turn my light up, shining bright. shine brighter. Turn my light up, all I gotta do is shine brighter. No fear in my light, all I gotta do is shine brighter. No fear in my light, all I gotta do is shine brighter. No fear in my light, all I gotta do is shine brighter. Come a little closer. Let me show you what I have for you. Let me put it on ya. Show you all my new moves. Boy, I just wanna please you, baby. If it's too much for you, let me know. The way you move it makes me lose control. I'm on the edge, baby, I'm about to explode. I don't know if I can take it, 'cause I'm about to lose my mind. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Are you ready? Why won't you lay me down, take me in a room? Let's turn it up, get me in a mood. Want you to kiss every spot that I dream of. Baby, where you going? I'm not finished yet. When it's me and you know how it gets. It's boy, are you ready? 'Cause baby, I'm ready. Are you ready? Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. And now we made a connection when the soul's bound. Something unexpected, you know deep down. Didn't know we make it this far. From a distance, you seem like a player, I was pieces. Baby, now I'm whole, I give you all of me, just trust in me, just trust in me. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing. Kiss me soft, play me down, then you take it slow. The way that you drive me crazy, how you let me know. Baby, it's yours, don't let them tell you different. Baby, it's yours, let's see what you've been missing.
Yo me canso, pero también yo también, yo me lanzo, yo también, yo me canso, pero también yo me lanzo. Informe trimestral, oye cómo va, empezaste el año con meta pa' llegar lejos, rompe el cielo, aurora boreal, luchamos para realizar. Yo me lanzo cuando canto y los pongo en un transo. Si sueñan las estrellas, la luna queda. Sin avanzo yo alcanzo, sin descanso la esperanza. Mi técnico aquí andar. lanzo, yo me lanzo. Yo también, yo también, yo también. Yo me canso, pero también, yo también, yo también. Yo me lanzo, yo me lanzo.
Caminante adelante, con sudor en la frente, con el mundo en los hombros y el hambre en los ojos. Sigue, sigue, no pare, hey, que ya casi llegamos. Wow, es hora de cosechar lo mucho que hemos sembrado. Ya pongo mi semilla, creo puentes no muros. Cuando quieren frenarnos, le damos más duro. Somos las horas extra, las 2 de la mañana, siempre trabajando duro, la maquinaria pesada.
Are y'all ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
All right. Hey everybody, you're listening to BlurdDotRadio. So a thing that I wanted to do. First, DJ Elokari played you some hits.
Yeah.
DJ Elokari, what hits did you hit him with?
So right now we are listening to Tabien by Lester Ray,
Nice.
who actually is getting ready to leave our city, which is really sad because he's great.
It's hype. They come back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
That's what people say about me in Cleveland.
He's also selling a lot of like
Nobody's
random.
going back to Cleveland.
He's also selling like a lot of
Be
random
tough.
like music equipment and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
Pokemon cards that are actually worth quite a bit. But so if you are looking to get up on some Pokemon cards or
OG
buy some
150.
musical, buy some stuff, then you should hit up Lester because he's trying to make sure he has enough money to go to New York. Actually, before that, I gotta go back to my Instagram. All right. And we also play Monopoly Money by TJAyo. Make sure you check out the rest of his work. He's a dope artist.
I thought you were about to say we also played Monopoly, and I was gonna be like, not in this house.
No.
We will not play the devil's game.
Oh my gosh, you guys! For Christmas, my brother got me Socialist Monopoly.
There's a socialist
How does that work?
Monopoly?
I actually have no idea, but I'll bring it over here and we can
Do you
play.
think about ways of adding things to the neighborhood instead of buying it?
It's just
No
an empty
idea.
box.
No idea. I mean, it might actually be making fun of socialism.
Maybe.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Could be.
Also, we play Floating by Jim Tree, who is an amazing, dope artist. We also play Closer by Raven Vogue.
Shout out to
And-
Raven Vogue.
Yes, shout out to Raven. And then we started this off again with Tamika by Brandon Holmes.
Hey. Well, thank you for those hits, DJ Elokari. Go find those people, turn on their Spotify, and just hit the stuff on loop. Play it over and over again. Get them some money.
And tell Lester Ray to actually put all of his stuff on Spotify. You know? Yeah.
Is it hard to do?
No, it is not.
I mean, we're not on Spotify
Oh.
because I am completely computer illiterate.
Okay,
We'll
there's,
be on there.
There's 3 of you though.
Welp.
Sounds like they need a
guess
fourth.
you gotta talk.
Okay.
Guess you gotta talk to these two.
Okay. I guess
So,
I got depression.
Whitney Caps and Alan Linton. What is it that you all do?
Alan?
Piss people off.
Nice.
No, we don't.
No, that's just me. Sorry.
No, nobody gets pissed off
Is
about
this-
us.
Does this happen on a platform? Is this
Sort of. Alan, you
She's
need
doing
to-
a bad job. We host the podcast Split the Difference.
okay?
Thank you. With Alan and
Whitney.
very nice. Is our podcast on Spotify?
Yes, I believe it is.
There we go. She's the
Now I
brains
actually
behind
have to check.
it. So we
Why are we going all of a sudden? What's happening now?
wow.
Because of some
Wait,
shots. That's why
How
I'm
do,
trying to take
how
shots.
do I not even follow our podcast?
Incompetent. Now,
Wow.
the idea of the podcast when we do it is that we come from very different spaces. So I do a lot of sports, I do a lot of politics, I gesture wildly. Whitney's very good at the arts.
I also
Science,
gesture wildly.
gesture wildly, different levels of preparedness, different levels of sobriety, and we come together and talk about current events, talk about big topics. She forces me to pay attention to celebrities.
And he answers a lot of questions for me about politics. You answered one for me today, so thank you very much for that.
Do you all want to divulge what that was?
So I asked a question about the Supreme Court. So this came from Reddit. Someone said,
This came from the Reddit?
Dear Lord.
You guys, stop it. I love the
Buckle
Reddit. This came, I can't remember what the thread was about. Oh, no, it was about California.
Split the difference.
Split the difference, yeah. So California became the first state, or maybe it's the most recent state, to make it illegal to discriminate against people based on their hairstyle. So that way, Mike, you can get a job anywhere. And I mean, if they don't give you a job,
why did you just single out Mike?
You know exactly why I just singled out Mike.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
This makes me uncomfortable.
No, I don't. But honestly, that beard is a hate crime. No, I'm kidding.
There's two people. There's two people with beards. You just singled out Mike. That makes me uncomfortable.
No, but
In other words,
show, and this is what
Elgin
happens.
is very hireable on this.
There it is.
I mean, just until it connects right there, and then it's over.
That's
Make
not
sure
good.
that it's disconnected on purpose.
Oh, okay.
It's not disconnected
sure.
on purpose.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Most definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can't be making fun of people's beards. Feminism. Okay, so there was somebody who commented to say something about how California did this, but the Supreme Court upheld a decision earlier saying that it was okay to discriminate against people. And I was like, I read the actual linked article, and what it said was that the Supreme Court declined to hear the case, which is not exactly the same thing as the Supreme Court upheld the decision.
Right.
They felt that there was no reason to even talk about it. But isn't that also the reason why states are allowed to have different laws?
I mean, states' rights versus federalism, all that kind of stuff. But I was thinking,
racism.
Stay in electoral college.
Well,
slaves.
Basically, I think it just sort of means that
3/5.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Still going.
Whips and chains.
Still going. You don't need to go that far.
Without consent.
People do that willingly.
Mulatto babies.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm allowed to say it.
Yep. Not comfortable. Not comfortable.
Where can people listen to Split the Difference?
Well, there's a wonderful archive because we're not currently making episodes.
Good
but
time.
it is on all of the major platforms. I did just check. I couldn't find it immediately on the Spotify, but I'm pretty sure it's on there. It's on Apple Music. It's on SoundCloud. So there's a wonderful mix of fabulous episodes that we have going on. Nice. So we talk about kind of whatever we want. Generally, there's some stories that are pretty timely, some that are pretty evergreen, and sometimes Alan makes me rank things, which is often very fun.
We start the show by just ranking something. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's condiments, sometimes it's
Is it
holidays.
ever condoms? Because
this is a good
Durex
suggestion.
bottom, don't do it.
Wow.
Unless you want children.
I'm sorry, did you say Durex bottom? It is called a bottom condom?
Safety first.
Because I'm going to say maybe you're not the right market for that.
This is true. This is true. You make a good point.
Yeah.
However, listen, if you want babies or herpes, use a Durex. Because they break. That's a thing. That's a thing
fair.
that happens. Kids in college, they give them out for free for a reason. But continue.
Ooh, okay. Because they want dropouts. I get it.
Yeah. We also play games. You want to talk about the celebrity game?
Oh, the celebrity game is actually one of my favorites to play in real life in general. So you pick someone who is not an A-list celebrity. So it has to be B or below, preferably D.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin. These are you guys are so good
You
at
gotta say
this.
it into the mic.
So good at this already.
Jamie Kennedy is
So you would serve Jamie Kennedy to me, and then it's my job to tell you what Jamie Kennedy is doing right now at 8:09 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I have to take into consideration, where does he live? Is he alone?
He's at a Jack in the
right?
Box drive-through.
Okay, tell me more.
Crying into a sandwich.
Tell me more. What just happened? What's
he
his
just got off the
about?
phone with his manager because he wanted to get the Jamie experiment or whatever that show was back going on YouTube Live, and they rejected him. He also tried to get it on Facebook Live, which I imagine will take just about anybody.
Yep.
And they were like, we'll take anybody but Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah.
So he's currently crying into whatever they sell at Jack in the Box.
Is he by himself?
Definitely.
I'm gonna say it's an Oreo milkshake.
Okay.
You know, like really.
Which might taste better with tears in it.
I think so. I mean, you need a little bit of the salty with the sweet.
Yeah.
So then when you play with multiple people, I would be serving that to, let's say, the 4 of you.
Yes.
Each one of you has to give me your story, and then I get to choose who's the winner, and then that person gets to choose the next celebrity.
That's exactly right.
It's a great game.
We played it once.
Do you all want to play that in the third act?
Let's do it.
That sounds fun.
Pow.
Let's do it.
There it is. We just rewrote the script on BlurdDotRadio.
That's right. You can play it as much as you want. You just have to credit us.
Jamie Kennedy's Instagram looks like the BlurdDotRadio Instagram.
Really?
Does that mean empty?
Is that what he
What does that mean?
That means we're at least a D-list celebrity.
Ooh,
So that's good.
okay.
That's a good.
And trending up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike Jamie Kennedy.
I mean, look
he's
at your
not doing
guests
He's not doing much.
right now.
Man, check this out.
The Kennedy of James.
So, what we're gonna do now, folks, is we're gonna go into the trailer segment.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't get any of this ready.
We'll stall with
I couldn't remember.
John Henry. Start at 45 seconds.
Okay, sure.
Are you ready?
No,
Why'd you stop the music then?
because I was going to the the thing.
He's getting ready.
This is awkward for me.
You said
It's
45
not
seconds,
awkward
right?
for me.
Yes.
I enjoy people yelling at other people.
You're talking over the show.
What are we talking
Well, we're
about
supposed
here?
to. This is stalling,
Huh?
listener and/or viewer.
I got it ready now.
All right, 45 seconds.
Yep.
All right, let's see if we can do this. All right.
And when are you ready?
1, 2, go.
Trust me.
God, I'm a little off.
I'm John Henry.
You don't gotta worry about John. When he was young.
Wait, is this dog named
Shot
Toby?
the devil.
Whose dog's named Toby?
Is it Kelby?
We family.
What happened?
Albie, we got
That
the
dog is
same
gonna
blood
die.
coursing
Of course
through our
it is.
veins.
Heavy lies the crown.
Heavy lies the crown.
Watch how I keep it.
Yo, this really looks
Not
Man,
again.
this looks familiar.
So what you gonna do?
How did we get further off?
You know
All
why
right, we
I
can
named
stop
you
it.
John
That's
Henry?
enough.
Because Luke Cage was taken.
Turn it up.
No, you don't want to keep this.
No, we're gonna stop.
You a strong black man.
My boy.
You is strong.
I hope that he just couldn't take it. He couldn't take it anymore.
So
is strong.
Is that Triple H's
have-
sledgehammer?
I have 1 or 2 comments on this one. Will I see it? Not in the theater. I'm gonna bootleg it.
Yeah.
you not
Unless
trying to go
Jordan
see it?
gives us free passes, because you know
this is
it's
totally free
it's
pass.
black enough. he might decide that we can see this one. Also, Jordan, we love you. Don't get mad at him. Also, DJ Elokari, Chris Duncan said that Nope sample is his favorite thing in the world.
Thank you.
And he like says it out loud. Also, Chris Duncan didn't know that Steve was a DJ named Drugs in Cleveland.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was like, "Wait a minute, Steve is Drugs." So shout out to Chris Duncan because he's probably the only
kept it
person
a
in the
mystery,
world.
Yeah, this whole time, guys.
He didn't do that. This wasn't intentional.
I know.
So John Henry will be released in 2020, which worries me because they don't have the actual date on anything. It just says this year, within the next 360 days.
Yeah.
A movie called John Henry will come out somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Featuring Michael. Wait, what is his name? Terry Crews.
Terry
I always
Crews.
want to call him Michael Clark Duncan, and I feel terrible
Oh
about that.
goodness.
It's a little racist, but it's okay because I'm
Very
black.
different guys.
Yeah.
I knew this thing was gonna come in handy.
Very different.
Ah, Jesus.
Yo.
About to say. So it's what's the synopsis here?
Really?
Nope. Add a plot.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't really have one.
The
So-
synopsis is that some immigrants stumble into John Henry's
Ludacris
crib,
wants to kill them.
and Ludacris is
John Henry gets his hammer.
Luda ain't had no have
Jesus saves, Ludacris withdraws. You know what I mean?
Lord Jesus.
He has a horseshoe in his face.
I'm excited about it because this huge muscular man has never played anything like a superhero.
Right.
He
I
did.
mean, he
in,
was
like,
in
one thing.
Deadpool.
Yeah, he was dead in Deadpool.
Yeah, he
Spoiler.
died.
like very,
really quick.
very, very fast.
Quickly.
Yeah. Yep.
Give him the goods.
And then, another thing to notice, what is that thing on Ludacris's face and how
It's a horseshoe.
Was
it's for good luck.
was he the
It's
first
a-
superhero to
it's-
die in Deadpool?
Maybe.
No, I think
It would make sense since he's black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
On brand.
Yeah, I actually don't remember. That wasn't even the first one. That was the second one.
Who was it? Brad Pitt died.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
No, I think
Everybody
Star.
died.
I think Star. What's his name?
With the
Zazie
swords.
Beetz did.
Yeah, he died first. I thought.
So they killed the black man
Yeah.
first, right?
Wait, I thought it was the invisible guy.
The Invisible guy died last because the gag was
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, fair.
It's
fair,
either that
fair.
or whatever the regular ass guy that he liked a lot. died.
Oh yeah. Did that guy die?
Yeah, he died.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So, can I say when you guys sent this through and I saw John Henry,
I got really excited.
I got really excited. I thought for sure that this was a period piece.
Yep.
And that it was gonna be like the steel driving man, and then there was gonna be the machine. And then when I started watching it, I was like, okay, let me look for the illusion. No, illusion's not what I mean.
No.
Allegory. I don't know what I mean.
He had the hammer.
What?
And
Okay.
he's big and bald and
And
dark
there's-
skinned.
But what was the machine?
The horseshoe
You guys.
encrusted Ludacris.
What?
Ludacris might. You know what the
No.
machine
Wow.
was?
No.
You know what the
No.
machine was? The
No,
government.
this
Stay
was a
woke.
total
Stay woke.
The police officer at the beginning of that trailer?
He was a part of the machine.
total disappointment.
Pow. Steve,
I
what are your
cried.
thoughts on this?
So kind of similar to what Whitney was saying just now. I thought it was like, oh, we're gonna get a weird Steel movie. You know what I mean? Like, and I saw, halfway through it, I'm like, maybe this is a Steel movie, and they're just trying not to say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then because he picked up the hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Except in this one, he uses the hammer to murder.
Yeah, which has nothing. Like, why even bother calling him John Henry?
Yeah, he's
the
big
thing,
and black.
I'm okay.
Call
with,
it something else.
I'm okay with the murder.
He's strong.
No, I'm okay with the murder too.
He's
But
strong
then,
with a K.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Steve, what?
I'm very confused by this movie. I don't think I want to see it.
Mm-hmm. If it's on Netflix.
If it's on Netflix, I'll probably still avoid it until I can't anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like that Ryan Reynolds movie on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh, have you watched that?
No.
Oh my god, I watched
it's
about.
not that bad.
No, it is.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah, no,
No,
but
it's not
it
that
is.
bad. No, it's one of those movies. No, it's one of those movies that you go in completely suspending your disbelief, and then you just enjoy the ride.
Is it like The Expendables?
There's a guy with a
I didn't
skateboard
see
and a
that
rocket
one.
launcher.
Yep.
Why is that wrong?
Okay, now
I'm sorry.
you're making me wanna
I'm
watch
sorry.
it now. You're
I'm
making
I'm
me
sorry.
wanna watch
Steve,
it now.
you didn't want to see that?
Yeah, I want to see that. in
You
everything.
need to
You're
stop
making
right
me want
now.
to watch it now.
You need to
Like,
stop
now
right
you're
now.
making me-
Yeah, no, the thing makes absolutely no sense. It is not your
Clearly.
typical Ryan Reynolds performance. It's not something to see for
It's
him.
not funny.
Hey guys,
not really.
If we can get back
Oh, I'm sorry.
to John Henry real fast.
Thank you. Thank you very
I ain't
much.
gonna see the shit, Elgin.
Live. So, all right, real quick point before we get to DJ Alokari. I'm going to read off the names of the characters according to IMDb. Ludacris's name is Hell. He is
devil.
at some point young Hell. There's a lady named Berta, a guy named BJ Henry, Tasha Gunn, Oscar Midnight, Emilio Savage, Officer Kevin Dowell,
Savage.
Day Day.
21.
Day-Day.
These
I
are
had to
all.
be a
There's a
Day-Day.
guy that's just named Corey. This is not looking good. Also, DJ Quick apparently did the score.
Oh.
He did the soundtrack for Deep Blue Sea as well, just in case anybody was wanting to know that.
What? The one where Samuel L. Jackson got killed mid-speech.
Spoilers! Come on!
To be fair,
Came out like 50
he
years
did
ago.
warn that was going to be a problem.
He
They
did.
needed to seal it out.
This is
He
true.
did.
Good times. DJ Alokari, what do you think of John Henry?
Yo, like Whitney though, I came in super excited because I was like, oh wow, a John Henry movie.
So
and then
excited.
it starts and I'm like, yo, Terry Crews,
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
Yes!
Like, I got so
Casting
excited.
good. Casting good.
And then I was like, wait, what? Wait, and then I kept like, and also like Steve, I was like, is this about to become about Steel? Like, is this like a new take on Steel? You know what I mean? And it just never went there. Like nah. It's
Ludacris's like little horseshoe thing was
Yeah, I
a
don't
gold
I
understand.
think
anyway.
I think
Like,
everyone is clicking on this just for Ludacris's like side
You don't understand the drip.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
No,
That's
the
what it
kick.
is.
Meaning he got kicked in the face.
Yo,
The horse just left the shoe.
Right?
broke a shoe off.
I mean,
right
it
on
was
the
like
side of
the
his face.
fanciest horse ever, but
My question
Actually-
is, who is this for? Like,
such a good question.
who is this movie for? Because, like, for real, I think everyone got tricked, right?
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure.
like they must have been like, "Hey Terry, we want you to play. Steel."
He's like, I'm not doing nothing right now.
He's like,
sure.
you know what? Actually, we want you to play John Henry. He's like, for real? Because
In
like
there.
Luke Cage, like, everybody wanted
Actually,
him to play
Cage,
Luke Cage.
right.
The Rock is supposed to
They
play John
did?
Henry in the
On
Disney
Netflix.
movie.
Oh no, is
Stop.
it Disney?
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
sorry,
Disney movie.
what? What?
Yeah,
No.
this
So-
was
What?
this was a thing like 2 years
Because
ago.
you know what
Certain
never
things-
happens? A light-skinned John Henry.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm really upset about that.
I actually am not okay with that.
No.
I am.
there's-
He's
there's-
like the biggest man in Hollywood.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
still.
He's enormous.
Still.
We need more. You can't say that when we're looking at a trailer about John Henry starring Terry Crews.
Terry Crews would be great in the traditional or a remade, modernized
Yo.
version of the Fable.
How could you not get this right? Like, how could you not? You
Hollywood.
call your movie John Henry, and you're not gonna make it about John Henry, like the real.
There's no
kind of
point in
about
his
John
name.
He's
You
strong.
know
He
what
has a
you know what it was
sledgehammer.
like
Yeah.
though.
This is Luke
He
Cage.
beats
This is
people
Luke
to death.
Cage.
It's Luke Cage
What
with a
was
hammer.
that?
thank you.
This
What
is
was
all
the-
this
Which
is.
I'm fine with.
What was the Rock movie where he was walking around? Was he walking around with a hammer?
It
No,
was
Baseball
a, it was a
bat?
wooden board.
Plywood.
Plywood.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
the
called
Rock
Walking
as
Tall.
The long.
Maybe it's a
Walking
remake
Tall.
of that.
Walking Tall. Yeah.
The Rock
No,
as
they
Hacksaw Jim
called
Duggan.
it actually. No, this is called John Henry. Like he's
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And the funny thing, it was like, you know
I'm
why
not
we
okay
named
with
you
it.
John Henry?
I'm not okay with that.
Because you're scrum.
Because you're a big, strong black man.
I mean, it's a good
and
reason
they
to
knew
make
that when
everybody
he was
John
born.
Henry.
And Luke Cage was already taken.
There you go.
Like,
There you go.
What?
So
Oh.
DJ Alokari, you're gonna be in the front row.
Yes.
This-
Like, I'm gonna watch this whole train wreck, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Nailed
Sounds
It's
it.
gonna be great.
good. Jordan, if you want to give us some tickets,
Drinking
listen,
games
we
away,
are
let's
black
get it.
people, and we will go talk about this black movie
During the movie.
during the movie
I won't.
loudly.
Yo, we
I
have to,
won't.
You're out.
we will make
I'm out.
something at Harper Theater just to like enjoy this film.
See, Jordan.
Negative.
Yeah, Jordan,
There you
get to work.
Whitney, did you have anything to add about how excited you are about this movie?
I'm not excited
No.
at all. I'm disappointed.
What would you? I mean, I feel like I know what you're gonna say. What would you change?
The
about this
title
What would you
or
call this? What would you call it?
For the setting.
Yeah.
Jerry Smith. I would call it any human's
Jerry
name
Smith.
But Jack
other
Reacher.
than no.
Isn't Jerry Smith the dad on Rick and Morty?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cute. No, I would just make it. I would just give it no connection to the John Henry myth whatsoever.
You wouldn't give him a hammer?
The hammer
he
plays.
can have the hammer. That's fine. But it has no connection to the actual John Henry myth. Or I would change the entire story. Just one or the other. You just pick.
What would you change? All the things.
All of the things.
All of
I think the casting is great. I actually do agree that I think Terry Crews would be a great John Henry.
I'm going to say I disagree with Ludacris being in just about anything.
Yes, we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
That nobody asked for that.
Wait, you just said the casting was great.
No, I'm talking about
Minus.
Terry Crews.
John.
Okay.
I'm saying that I
Henry.
think Terry Crews
Yes, yes,
playing the
yes.
traditional character of John Henry, the steel driving man.
I wonder who's
he's
gonna.
great for that.
Yes.
Yo, who's gonna win a fight between Ludacris and Terry Crews? I just wonder.
Luda.
Luda's
No.
going to have.
He's got
Like-
that blowtorch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who looks like they would
And
win
he
that
might
fight?
be
Now,
a
that's-
robot. You don't know yet. There's
He
no
might-
What
plot
is-
on IMDb.
It's called Terminator,
Ludabot.
guys. Terminator.
Ludabot.
I mean, I'm thinking like Mortal Kombat
go
style.
around
Like,
like
what's
honk, honk,
the space? Is it the
Is
dock?
there a bumper on your ass?
Is it
No,
is it
Negro.
Hong Kong?
Nope.
But you were saying, Whitney, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you have to know what the setting is. You press player A, player B. You need to know where they are. Are they
looks
on
like
the
it's gonna-
dock? Are they behind the alley?
No, it's the street.
Are they? Well, I'm just saying.
What, I'm
For
just
the
telling
fighting
you.
games, that's what you have to do.
What I'm saying, it's set in a street with palm trees.
You
It's like
guys, I'm
trees.
so excited. I got an Xbox.
One.
I might sell my PlayStation.
Oh.
I'm throwing that out there.
That's
if you want to
breaking.
buy a PlayStation for as much as Amazon sells it for used, holler at me.
That's fair.
Alan Linton, how do you feel about
I have
this?
a confession here to make.
Do you?
You love Ludacris.
Wait, before you make your confession,
You guys-
do you at all
Yes.
sympathize with the baldness of Terry Crews' character?
Oh, 1,000%. Let me tell you. I was so happy to see a bald black man in the leading role.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with John Henry.
You don't know the myth.
What did I just say? I was not familiar. I mean,
Get out of here!
anyone
What
listening to
kind
the
of
show-
childhood
Disney
did
made an
you
animated thing for it.
have?
It absolutely did.
I was watching
What?
the Discovery Channel as a child.
It shows.
Anyway, I said it out loud that, John Henry trailer. And the people around me were excited. So then before I watched it, I learned about John Henry. I was excited, saw that, and thought,
It's a great story.
that is troublesome. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to watch it, though.
Are you gonna pay money to watch it?
This is late matinee money coming from me.
I'm definitely not
late
spending
matinee?
Late matinee? So what is
What
that,
is that,
like
3:30?
7:50?
3:30?
No, like
No,
11,
that's the
11:45.
first matinee. What are you?
Like 11:45. You're not paying
This is
top prices.
1988.
But I'm there. I'm supporting.
Like you-
Ludacris shouldn't be in any movie. Certainly as a lead.
Can I just tell you real quick? Ludacris went to my high school,
And
he was on the gymnastics team.
short.
And there's a picture of him in I think it's a year before I went to high school. I can't actually recognize how much older than me he is, but he is like, trying to like swole himself out so much, and he's teeny weeny. And then there's a picture of him on the
There's no need to talk about that. I mean,
No, I'm just saying
Well, we
he's like a
gotta be
little
talking about
ninth
his
grader
team.
or whatever. So he went to my high school for 1 year. So
Who is
there's
this?
this is Ludacris.
Oh, Ludacris did?
Chris Bridges.
Mr. Bridges.
Mr. Bridges.
Good.
Yeah, so there's a picture of him on I think it's like the even bars or whatever, but he was the gymnastics star.
This is a disastrous movie.
Look at that.
I'm there for matinee prices.
Rude.
Nice. I agree.
Wow, look at that.
So, folks, we are going to move on to our next little ditty, and by ditty I mean movie.
You don't mean Puff Daddy?
Not Puff Daddy.
I
Not Sean
figured
Combs. 23 seconds.
Oh, you said 23 seconds?
Let's see if we can. See, the screen keeps going dark over here. I
You
don't know what this
you're
is.
having a
And
really...
it start.
23 reminds me
Also,
of Michael Jordan.
the New Mutants trailer actually is not a trailer. I just didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, definitely not.
What do you mean?
It wasn't the trailer.
The trailer comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're gonna watch the whole.
No, it was like
it was like an interview
featurette
about
of sorts.
Yeah, I can actually go to the actual trailer though.
Oh, trailer's out now.
I
Do
mean,
we
they
have
have
time
an
to
old
set
one.
that up because this is already set up.
Oh yeah, because it's been.
And we're gonna start at 29 seconds. Then we're just gonna.
All right, because
I'm not gonna see this movie. I'll say this already.
I think you're gonna do it live.
You know,
No.
we were trying to be suspenseful.
No,
That's
it
not
is.
the same 29 seconds Mike is pulling up.
Yeah.
29 seconds. What?
No,
I
he's
feel like
looking
it's
at a
been
different
29
screen than
seconds
you are.
since we started talking. About
Did you?
What
Did you
about
pull up the
48
one
hours
from the?
We're just talking about time.
From the.
What are you talking about?
Well, we're talking
rundown?
about seconds. I'm talking
Yeah,
about the movie,
it
48
wasn't
hours.
in the rundown.
Oh, Nick Nolte.
How about 88 minutes with Al Pacino?
That's
Have
why
you
I
seen
Did
was
not see
trying to.
it.
Not a good
Let
movie.
me see.
No.
How do I?
do an Al Pacino. I don't do impressions.
What are you talking about? I don't.
No.
It's not Al
So wait,
Pacino.
No.
That
Al
was
Pacino.
more
I
that
have
was
this
Al
theory
Pacino.
that if you swap Al Pacino and Denzel Washington in movies that they've been in, with the exception of
I
Glory,
guarantee
it
it.
works.
No.
With
Alright,
the
but I
exception
got
of
it.
Alright,
Glory,
which one?
you
How long
can't
is
do
yours?
it for Glory.
I got it.
Or the
Which
Equalizer.
We're doing it.
I think you can still put Al Pacino in it.
He can barely move
Oh, no, I
around.
got it.
Yeah,
Live
but
radio,
I mean, still.
folks.
Well, they can hear.
Okay.
You did a good job stalling there. I like that.
I thought it was good. It's a very nice pattern.
I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
All right, you ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, now.
You'd consider abnormal.
You know this is gonna be PG-13.
Oh, really? I thought it was gonna be R.
No blood.
Do you know what mutants are? Did you know baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous than adult ones? They haven't learned how to control how much venom they secrete.
Don't learn today.
All of you are dangerous. That's why you're here.
All right, we can stop there. So here's the thing. This is the last remnants of the Singerverse in the X-Men movies. We pretty much took a hatchet to this because it was whack. One YouTube person, and mind you, when it comes to Marvel theories, take all this with all the salt because none of this is true. Somebody said or speculated that this might be the reason that they're still coming out with this movie might be so that they can introduce these characters as mutants into the Marvel Studios MCU. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you would add the failing franchise into the MCU.
I mean, because they like Hugh Jackman.
It was actually my least favorite part of Deadpool 2, where they showed the X-Men. It's like, well, that's whack. Why would you introduce them at all?
It did seem a little ham-fisted.
The X-Men pull everything down, and it's sad because they're really so good.
They're really good.
Conceptual.
April 3rd, 2020, this trash fire is supposed to come out. I expect that somebody just put a gun to somebody's head and was like, no, we're coming out with this movie.
I think it's a sunk cost issue.
It might be.
Right? Like if there's already so much money in the can, they're just trying to see if they can recoup whatever they can.
No,
but I mean,
it's
a part of the purchase already, so like, why would they need it?
Let's go in order here.
What do you mean it's part of the purchase?
Because Disney has
purchase. Folks.
There's an order of operations, guys.
Okay, sorry.
Steve, what do you got?
Oh man.
Steve loves it.
This is a rough one because I feel like the New Mutants weren't that popular to begin with.
Probably not.
So, and this is the end of the Singer universe. So they reshot it to make it fit into.
It's not even like the end. It's the ghost at this point.
It doesn't even make sense because like you have to have the X-Men kind of first. Or at least like Fantastic Four first.
Well, Fantastic Four they say is definitely going to be first.
Before New Mutants?
Well, Fantastic Four is priority in the MCU moving forward.
I just hate everything that's going on with them right now. They're sharing too much. They need to just like do the work.
That and there's the I don't know if this is I want to use the word fact because no other words are popping into my head right now. Live radio. This might be at Endgame. That might have been the end of good MCU movies.
Ooh.
Because now the roster's changed. It might just be all terrible from.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
All good things must end.
Black Panther.
Actually, kind of agree.
I think Black Panther 2 is going to be good.
If they introduce Doom, I'm all for it.
I think the Ant-Man 3 is going to be solid. I think Black Widow is just filler.
Just got to do something.
The Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange is going to be great, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Fan.
And I think everything they're doing, I think they're having a hard time taking control of Spider-Man and introducing mutants, and I think that's where they're going to fail at. Yeah. So, whatever. So this is a no for me.
Nope.
This doesn't even look like the New Mutant story that I'm used to, but whatever. And they might introduce what's her name, Moira McTaggart or whatever her name is.
Yeah, but if they introduce somebody in this movie,
it doesn't really
even worse. Because why?
Because it's just gonna get. It should have just stayed shelved.
It really should have.
Yeah.
Straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD.
I mean, this was come out like two years ago, right?
Straight to DVD. Yeah, and it got shelved over and over and over again.
Yeah, so who cares?
Is that your final thought, DJ Lokari, or do you think that anything good could come out of this?
No. I mean, sorry.
There we go.
I mean, like
some people might have
here's the crazy
naps.
part. Here's the crazy part. Like the character that they're trying to capitalize off of has already ran like his course. Like the dude from Stranger Things.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
old young guy?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that
he's got eye bags for real.
Like, and he don't like this movie was shot so long ago. He looks exactly how he did in Stranger Things. But that's the thing. He is now. That's like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Like that show is already kind of like ran its course. So like, who are you actually going to this film for? You know what I mean? So I mean,
I don't know.
And it's like you also trying to do a horror job. They were already taking a risk with trying to do horror with the New Mutants anyway. Right. So it's like, and if you're doing that in Fox, you were trying to do it as an alternative to what they were doing at Marvel. You know what I mean? It's like let me do something that the studio's not doing. So it's like, so it sounds experimental and interesting, but was it really gonna recoup a lot of money from that experiment?
That was never gonna happen.
who was really you can't use superheroes to go for kids right now. So then with this movie, like no kids are gonna go see this film. So and adults
maybe when they become like maybe it's for tweens, you know.
I mean, yeah, and we saw that with Titans, and that show ended up being trash. So why?
Like New Mutants and like the Generation X, like the comics were kind of like supposed to be geared towards like younger people, which would have been me, us.
And excuse me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Jubilee like the driving force of the New Mutants? Like back when we were in the 90s, wasn't she like the driving force? Like what made people do that?
Yeah.
And Fox has done nothing with Jubilee's character
because she shoots Roman candles from her fingers. There's not much you can do with that.
But
I'm surprised that they got away with so much.
But the Blob was in the movie.
Light something.
And
they shoot them at people.
Yeah.
That's right. Like,
Just,
I thought
you need to light the grill. Yeah.
I mean,
can't
but still,
look straight with Roman candle fire.
She was a replacement for Dazzler, who was also a really dumb character too.
Dazzler had music videos. Probably.
See, exactly. What at least what Jubilee did was add some diversity, a little bit more diversity to the cast, and they could have found a way to make. They took Rogue and took away like all her best like qualities.
I'm still mad at that because that movie, when Powerless Rogue came out in the first X-Men movie, she couldn't fly or pick up a car anymore.
They gave her Jubilee's role.
Yeah.
They literally gave her Jubilee's role.
It was bad.
So it's just like, come on, man. You're going to take the second most powerful female character in the whole X-Men universe, and then you're going to give her the powers of Jubilee instead of just making her be Jubilee?
I'll say this off topic. I think it'll be great if in the... the characteristic. If somewhere in the MCU, one day Captain Marvel is flying around and then some mutant grabs her and steals all her powers, I will be really happy.
That's all I'm hoping for. That is literally all I'm hoping for.
That's a big wish.
How you gonna cast Jubilee 3 times in Fox
Did you hear
universe?
Listener at home, did you hear DJ Lokari's voice crack for a second there? That's how you know
they cast Jubilee
it's really going
times.
back to an earlier version of this.
So
it's impressive.
Was it 3 times?
Yeah, she was
because she didn't do anything in one of those.
She was
movies.
in the first 2 movies.
She was like,
in the background.
Look at my jacket. That's all.
Like,
that's all.
Hey, yo, you see that random Asian girl with the yellow jacket on?
I got this fly ass raincoat.
Like what? And she literally did nothing. And then they did a whole campaign for the last movie, and she ain't do nothing either. That was horrible, man. It's so sad. Oh, Jubilee.
Whitney.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the New Mutants?
Since I don't really have the whole ethos around all of this that you guys do, the passion.
Well, do it live.
Jesus.
Really?
I'm just saying,
I mean, I'm just saying. I can watch it, and I could probably watch it and enjoy it on its own.
Okay.
But any movie that has undergone this much chopping and cutting, probably not going to be worth it. So in and of itself, that is probably going to turn me off.
Nope.
And I mean,
the consistency with the canon doesn't bother me.
We saw this happen with also was it Justice League, and that did not turn out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still never seen it. Still think DC is trash.
There it is.
Wow.
I wish I had put text across here so that I could say this says DC is trash, because that's like Steve's catchphrase. Alan Linton, how excited are you for the New Mutants and for the last dangling nugget of that was a poop joke.
Dangling nugget. You don't. Oh, okay.
Dangling nugget.
That's
is,
FCC friendly.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you can say dangling.
Turd.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
The last floater.
Terry Ferguson, what do you want?
Just checking.
The last
It's my name.
floater in the Singerverse. How do you feel about this one? Thrilled?
I lack some thrill. I lack a lot of thrill.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I would be excited about it if I knew that there was a plan in place for it to fit in. So it doesn't have the Marvel tag on it, doesn't have the Marvel Studios tag on it. It's literally a flyer. And I don't and so as someone
it's kind of out there by itself.
Yeah, no, and as someone that isn't as like deeply connected now as I was maybe 3 years ago when I was hearing about this and just getting on board, this feels just very extra, and like if it does well, then I think they will connect it. Possibly. Like I think there's room for it, but I don't know if it's just like we need to just get this done and then we can just close. We do fan service for those that really care, and we're gonna move beyond it for everyone else. I'm not that excited. If I were to give it a ranking, I'd give it pistachio.
I like pistachios.
I like pistachios a lot.
Pistachios are tasty.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Listen,
I think you lost that one.
I don't.
You
like
were trying
pistachio.
really hard.
I don't like
what's
pistachios.
what's a prune?
Oh yeah, okay.
Nobody really likes prunes.
I like prunes.
Exactly, prune.
They're sweet.
Prune. I like this.
You guys, nature's candy.
I could have seen that one coming.
Come on.
So you're basically saying the studio's trying to
yeah.
benefit off
There
the
you
money,
go.
just like how Venom did well, but it wasn't actually good.
I thought it was decent.
I thought it was decent.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was
terrible.
decent, but like you also sat through
I will
three
watch
X-Men
anything
movies.
Tom
Yeah.
Hardy is in.
Like,
I'm just I'm legit worried about the inheriting of that entire property and what they're gonna do with it, given the lack of success when Fox independently was trying to run it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
they could have kept that.
Hey, good catch there. So I think that's I wouldn't even bootleg this.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
No. Because I would not be able to get that time back. So folks, that was our trailer segment. Thank you, DJ. So what we're gonna do now? We rarely get a chance to do this, and we really only have 5 minutes to do it right now. Is we are going to talk about some headlines. First and foremost, well, first and only because we don't have any time. Apparently, John Boyega has been going at it with Star Wars fans.
Whoa!
Over some comments that he made. Fans are upset. For one, outside of John Boyega, that and spoiler alert, Kylo Ren and Rey, known affectionately as Reylo.
Terrible.
Known as no creativity in the name. Then.
Yeah, not much.
Wow.
Not much.
Thanks, JJ.
That's like a good rap name, though.
Reylo?
Also, that's how you know that a couple is terrible.
If they have a name.
They have a name.
Yeah. But outside of all the abuse that they handed out to each other,
Terrible couple.
at some point they make out.
Wait, is it a makeout or is it just a kiss?
I don't
Just
know.
a-
It's a pretty intimate kiss.
It's a kiss and a death.
Yeah.
Like
Spoiler alert.
it's like
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Come
wait,
at
let
me.
me see if I can't find.
Should have watched the movie by now. It's your fault.
It's been
I
like
just
2
like
weeks.
I
Don't
like
care.
I like how he's keeping it, the energy up though.
There you go.
John Boyega, he's like
Well, here's the thing.
he's like I still beat though.
Hold on. Let me do the official thing. So these two make out. People aren't happy about that. People are even less happy because John Boyega tweeted, "It's not about who she kisses, but who eventually lays the pipe."
I still beat though.
Now, if you've seen the movie, you know why that's a factor.
Yes.
Fans are mad and they're calling the statement misogynistic, and John Boyega does not seem to care. I think that's, why care? It's Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans really are the worst fans on the planet. They're not happy with anything. Daisy Ridley, I believe I read somewhere, said, "I'm not doing this anymore."
Yep.
They shouted the Filipino lady off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a white male, Star Wars fans don't like you.
It's about authenticity, you guys.
Yeah, it's dumb. There's no consistency with Star Wars fans. It's just that they don't like anything, and I don't think you all deserve a good movie, and that's why you didn't get one.
Can I just say as the woman here, because obviously I'm the only one who knows when things are misogynistic.
Okay.
It's not misogynistic. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. We have to stop calling things misogyny that
Which
aren't
part
misogyny.
is dumb, Whitney?
I think his comment was just stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
not
just
the
like
most
it was
eloquent.
just like immature
Yeah.
BS. I mean, it was just not good.
I think, yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with his feelings about womanhood in general. I think it's just a thing people say.
I like that he's keeping that like that Ray J.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Like, just like.
I mean, you know, you made out with him, but you know, it's illegal to have sex with dead people. So
I've got nothing to add here. I think we've covered all the angles.
So,
also in that universe, your body just disappears after you die. So like,
no one actually dies. You can't even have a funeral because they just fade away. But then again, he might turn into a force ghost, and I'm not gonna keep going.
Or a force zombie.
You can have a projection. You can do a lot with a projection.
Yeah,
from experience. You can project, guys.
That's a listener at home.
What?
Now you know. So
Now you know.
We're gonna go into our second DJ Elokari mix of the evening. DJ Elokari is gonna play you some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits? They're gonna hit him with.
I thought this would be appropriate. I'm gonna play "Wasn't Looking" by Sam Trump.
Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Well.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there
shout
you
out
go.
to Sam Trump.
Mhm.
You're listening to BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back at 9:00 with our sponsored shot. And what's the name of the game? Split the difference.
Whitney not paying attention at all. It's the celebrity game.
The celebrity game.
Yeah, it's
we
a
will
celebrity
be back
game.
with the celebrity.
It's a good one.
All right, folks.
BlurdDotRadio.
You're an angel. You're the epitome of great. And I just gotta say, take the cake, sock it to me. Your German chocolate, warm cinnamon coffee. You give me 7-Up even in an off week. The mode of a bud cause you touch softly. Zest of a lemon, the flavors in your skin. Sexy red velvet, lipstick on your grin. Expensive taste, you made from 24 carats. And you're so sweet, say for me the big piece. Your curves and proportion matches. Your words hit my sense of smell. It serves me well, like I can tell there's 5 minutes left. Best warm, but that's normal, cause you've been warm forever. Warm since the day you were born, like right out the oven, since you were delivered. A cake to celebrate us, wedding with the layers, cause we're constantly building.
Here we are. We made it to the top. Wow, look at that purple sky.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful all around. Just like you.
Oh, baby.
I wasn't looking for love, but I found it. Yeah. And I found it. Your presence fills me up. Satisfaction in your touch. Contentment in your love. Oh, yeah.
BlurdDotRadio.
I want nothing less. Oh, girl.
Look, yes, you a queen, nothing less. So I guess that mean a nigga better come correct. Ain't none of that. Yo, what's your name? What's your sign? Shit. Tell me where your mind at. What do you believe in? Muhammad or Jesus? Even though they both were made by conquerors, worth of John Henry Clark and her anyway. I'm liking your demeanor. You remind me of Queen Nzinga. Ain't nothing more attractive than Africans being Africans. And all your naturalness, girl, you got it, and that's the truth. The way they tried to copy your body, girl, that's the proof. I see them on the news telling stories like Mother Goose. My standard of beauty is different, girl. All I want is you. And when you walk, man, I swear to God, you light up the world. I ain't scared, but I am trying to build up the nerve to say the right things to you. Might sing to you. Lord knows I might be the right king for you.
You a queen unless I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen. You're a queen unless, girl. I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen.
Ain't no win game to my pen game. Other rappers should just call a nigga sensei. We not cut from the same cloth, boy, I'm Kente. They prayed and I came like I end. Anyhow, anywho, give me any and let me see what it really do. I need a queen of the now, not a queen in the now. All natural, fuck a weave in your scalp. See, I'm trying to holler as you weave through the crowd. I don't just wanna hit it, girl, I wanna lock you down. Cause I heard through the grapevine, not only are you fine like grape wine, you shine like daytime. Wake up in the morning and you hug yourself. Floating by like you high, did you drug yourself? You charged up, let me help you unplug yourself. My black queen, let me find out you love yourself. Then this song, girl, for real.
You're a queen unless I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen. You're a queen unless, girl. I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen.
Your body, see, I'm intrigued by your knowledge. And on the 9, you got it, can be my man, woman. Love how your melanin poppin', can be my sun, kiss goddess. I got a kingdom and crown with your name on it. I'm digging more than your body, see, I'm intrigued by your knowledge. And on the 9, you got it, can be my man, woman. Love how your melanin poppin', can be my sun, kiss goddess. I got a kingdom and crown with your name on it.
Hey, won't you be my black queen? My queen. Whoa.
Digging more than your body, see, I'm intrigued by your knowledge. And on the 9, you got it, can be my man, woman. Love how your melanin poppin', can be my sun, kiss goddess. I got a kingdom and crown with your name on it. Digging more than your body, see, I'm intrigued by your knowledge. And on the 9, you got it, can be my man, woman. Love how your melanin poppin', can be my sun, kiss goddess. I got a kingdom and crown with your name on it. Yeah.
You're a queen unless I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen. You're a queen unless, girl. I don't need nothing else. I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me. But it gon' be black queen.
think you're worthless and take you for granted. I don't understand it, I don't know if I ever will. So what's the deal? I'm just trying to find a place to chill. My own getaway like a thug's mansion, full of expansion, genuine compassion. What's mine is yours, we supply what you lacking. Built together in the mix, then we master. You wouldn't have to be afraid of the past then. The future will be full of green pastures. It's what I'm after. Got a lot of trials first. That's why I write and try to heal through my verse. Sit back and think, but I think I need a sign first. Not on the dotted line, I'm on that grassroots. So try to change it up. It's what I have to do. I need facts and proof, and then I'm backing you. It's what I have to do. It's what I have to do. Destiny manifest. It's what I have to do. It's what I have to do. Destiny manifest. It's what I have to do. It's what I have to do.
BlurdDotRadio.
It's what I have to do. It's what I have to do.
What? Copping shoes, I'm copping the truth. One time, one more time, I'ma do all this bullshit. Ain't nothing new to me, so I innovate with the inner ingenuity. Cool, smooth, chill, relaxed, collective. Able to put things into proper perspective. Ingenious with the message and the meaning, bringing justice. When this shit is getting hectic, so I stay walking the path that is chosen. While most just rapping Jones in and cloning. Radio robots with the same old style that's broken, still I'm playing like a vinyl that is gone. 21st century, humankind computer. Just my life's like a cross between a crucifix, a sacrifice. Can't wait to see the famine afterlife. Rip a mics up, yup, till I hit the paradise. They hating, they talking shit, and they doubt it. But I master microphones without the shouting. And I got about 1,000 styles of counting. Nah, maybe about a zillion freestyling.
The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny. It's hard to find purpose when you're lost in your art beat. The only way you get to spit what your heart sees, but no one's feeling it, cause it's not filled with shit. That the mainstream claim is legitimate. I'm on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. I said it twice, so you mother hear this. Kabashi fearless, and it's my destiny. I invest in myself, cause I'm meant to be rocking the flow steadily, just to show my pedigree. Heavyweight pros, yo, I rose with the melody. Comatose flows, getting frozen in memory. This is my remedy, breaking down the heavenly trees in the cold uptown breeze. So please believe that I'm Chi-Town reppin' till the death of me. I'm going hard till I get where I'm yet to be and manifest my destiny. I'm going hard till I manifest my destiny. Yeah, I'm going hard till I manifest my destiny.
My destiny's manifest.
Yeah, I'm going hard till I manifest my destiny. Yeah, I'm going hard till I manifest my destiny.
Yes, representing ever since the halls of elementary, elegant, eloquent with the fashion energies, elevating with the energy that's heavenly. John Vietnam in every song and our blessed memories. Here's a little rhyme that I wrote for you and your family for what y'all going through. All I can say is I thank God for knowing you, so I get on the microphone and do what I'm supposed to do. So many shows, all that we did. Some was real live, some was real diss. Some didn't pay and some did a little bit. I'm just glad somebody else heard us kill the shit. Always motivated, liberated rhymes. Like, yo, this hip-hop thing, it's saving lives. While the devil cage and getting paid for crime. Pushing blood, diamond, chain and nines. Man, why the radio playlist all the same? Printing up the money, it's all a game. Still, we ill with the real deal. When we build something monumental, we get Hall of Fame.
The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny. The destination's destiny.
My destiny's manifest.
In the morning when I'm laying in bed, mad thoughts running through my head. In the kitchen looking for food. Watch TV, got nothing to do. When I'm checking my emails, PBR is on sale. When I'm staying inside tonight, cause I'm using too many lights. We broke. Oh, we broke. Oh, we're broke. But we woke. When I got my hand in my pants, having sex with lonely friends, makeup in a window pane, wake up and do it again. When I'm checking my bank account, what the hell is a bank account? When I'm stashing my bills away, I'm getting paid on Friday. We broke. Oh, we broke. Yeah, we broke. But we're woke.
Clean yourself with dirty water. Tell your babies it'll soon be over. We
sleeping on the train, when I'm walking in the rain, when I see an old classmate, and I'm trying to lose some weight, when I'm getting too old for this, and I'm outside taking a piss. We broke. Oh, we broke. Yeah, we broke. But we're woke. When I got no pants on, when I got no shoes on, when I'm my biggest fan.
Oh, hey, everybody. You were watching BlurdDotRadio. Okay. Did that on purpose. Real quick. I'm Mike Stidham.
Hi, Mike.
To my left. Steve. Nope.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hey, Steve.
And there's him. That's his tag right here.
Oh, that's fancy.
And then we got DJ Alokari.
Yo.
DJ Alokari.
That's him.
Go,
right
DJ.
There. And then on the other side of the table, we have. Let's click one of these and then click one of these. Whitney Caps.
What was happening with the clicking?
Because your name is up on the thing if people ask.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're doing fancy stuff over here.
He's fancy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been picking my nose the whole time.
That's fine.
You did an awkward dance. Okay, you're still doing
This one?
There it is.
This one?
And
You
Alan
like it?
Linton of Split the Difference. That's what the podcast these two do.
Yeah.
But basically, you're of Split the Difference, not me.
He's happy to help.
Wait, I was gonna. It was quicker in my head.
That's okay.
Putting your names together in the name of the show.
That's fair.
So what we are going to do is our weekly sponsored shot.
Oh yeah.
We have the pleasure of being having our liquor sponsor be CH Distillery.
Oh my God.
Visit their new location in Pilsen. They do lots of fun events, and they also make a fantastic liqueur called Malort. It's Swedish. It has medicinal benefits.
Yikes.
And it has a, what did they say, an unusual botanical?
Like gin?
Yeah. You know, it's just not quite, what is it, tulips? What's gin made out of?
Juniper.
Something to, yeah, that's the one.
made
This one's made of like,
Grass.
you know what it really tastes like? And I tell people this all the time. Black
Cattails?
coffee, sour Skittles. I have done this more than once. I don't know why. Don't question me. But that's what it tastes like.
I never had sour Skittles.
I actually didn't know sour Skittles were a thing.
It's delicious, and I don't know what your problem is.
Fantastic thing.
I just don't do candy like
wonderful.
that.
Perfect.
So, everybody raise their glasses, and I'm going to do the toast that I stole from E40. The toast goes, I am not above you. I am not below you. I am right here with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that.
That was surprisingly nice.
Why are you surprised by
I don't know, it's you.
this?
Wow.
Whitney Caps, everybody.
Ugh.
There it is.
That was a choice. Wow. That was not a good choice.
You've
You gotta
never had
let
it
it
before.
linger. You got to breathe out of your nose.
This is a very Chicago thing.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said what?
Who said what? You sound like you're about to push
No,
a
I just said
button.
it's a very Chicago thing.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
You had that locked and loaded. You were ready.
He did.
All
He
right.
did.
On fire.
When he says it's a what, you should know that you should know what's coming. So split difference.
He good.
If you could tell our listeners again about this celebrity game that you all have come up with that we're about to play live on the air.
Whitney.
This is your segment.
Whitney's not doing it. Okay, I'll do it. The idea is that
I'm sorry, I've had too much to
You
drink.
know what?
you pick a deal, like a celebrity.
You know what? I'm gonna bring out a song that we haven't done this whole time.
What's that?
There we go. You'll see.
Okay.
Wait, that's the wrong thing.
Wow, this is awful. Thank you.
There we go.
That's okay, Wayne.
Cool.
It is. Well, you pick a celebrity, but it has to be like a D-list celebrity.
I mean, it just has to be B or below as far as I'm concerned.
B or below. Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Great example.
Yeah.
Jacked up.
Don't use him, but.
And the idea is that we have to describe what the celebrity is doing
At 9:05 p.m. Central Standard Time.
at this very moment.
Standard Time? It's Standard Time.
It is. in extreme detail. And so if the example was Carrot Top, Whitney, what is Carrot Top doing?
He is doing reps at the gym. He has a muscle shirt on that it's like
Is it a Hulkamania shirt?
I don't know that reference. So it's like titty top. It's like his.
I'm pretty sure we can say
straps. Oh,
Spaghetti straps?
no,
And
I
there it
didn't
is.
know. I didn't
I'm
know.
pretty sure we can.
So-
I'm gonna say titty, so the rest
But it's
don't
one of
have
those,
to.
and he's like one of those. He's a screamer, right?
Yep.
So like every time it's just like.
Is he at a public gym or is he at like in his basement?
No, he's
I'm
at a
so
public
glad
gym.
that was on camera.
He's at a public gym. He's at a public gym. I'm gonna go ahead and say like it's an LA Fitness. He's in LA, so of course it's 2 hours ahead. So it's 7
He ain't doing
o'clock.
crunch though. He ain't had no crunch.
So no. It's I think I'm gonna say LA Fitness. I'm gonna say that's a lot of pretty people there. He's the ugliest one, and he knows it. He knows it. No, he knows it. He knows it. But that's why he's there.
Okay.
You know, like for him, it's about working on who he is. He's really centered. He's sober now. You know.
Was
so
he
then
not
really
sober before?
no,
Look at that face.
no.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now, and then he's gonna get home, and he's gonna do his meal prep for the week, which is it's a
you're
lot
almost
of brown
right.
rice.
I'm checking out his gram, and you're like almost right.
I just want to say I don't know anything about Carrot Top. It's just I try to get a feel for who this person is and like what they're doing. I'm also gonna suggest that I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's probably gonna do some swiping tonight with the dating apps.
Okay.
As
Apps
well.
and dates.
See, it's a numbers game. That's what he would
don't
tell
think-
you.
don't
He would
think
tell you
has
it's a numbers game.
a significant other?
I don't.
Wow.
I don't think he has a significant other. I think he used to have a pet, but it was just too much.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Does he use props for his workout?
For his workout, yeah, of course. He's definitely one of those people that will use he'll use some sort of machinery for something that it's not meant for, but it still kind of works. Like when you see somebody using the sled, what's the thing called? It's like
Where you can push the.
No, it's an up and down sled. I have to use it for squats because I have really
up and
bad
down
balance.
sled?
No, it's a sled. So you would do squats. You would stand there and you would do squats
The
by
Smith
pushing
machine?
it up and
Oh,
down.
no.
I don't know what it's called. I can't do squats without a spotter.
I'm genuinely afraid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So he would use the sled, and he's using it instead of using it for squats or for regular bench presses or whatever. He's using it to do ab curls or something. But somehow he makes it work. He makes it work.
He does.
I mean, and really, honestly, what it is that he needs variety in his life, and people
Unlike
don't
his act.
understand that. You know, the women that he's been with, they don't understand. His parents, they never understood. His agents, they never understood. But like when he's in charge, and that's really what this part of his life is about. You know, it's about him being in charge. So
That was well done.
yeah, that's what Carrot Top is doing right now.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very
Oh my
nice.
God, thank you.
So
You guys already know they're not giving me a standing ovation. I was gonna lie and say they did.
I mean, I feel like I did.
I mean, yeah.
I was off
But you
camera.
didn't though.
I was off camera. Nobody
Okay.
can see that.
It's the thought that
Nobody can
counts.
see that.
It's the thought that counts. Okay, got it.
So
I thought about standing.
are we? Do we start and then we just like go in a circle?
So do we have to pick a celebrity first? Like,
No,
Or
so
did-
someone else picks a celebrity for you.
How are we
So-
gonna distribute that?
So here's what I'll say. I would say.
'Cause I'm looking at a list of these celebrities, and I don't know who half of them are.
Well, but that's also part of the joy of it.
I have a name.
Okay, then if you're going, then
Can I
it's
go
all four of us are gonna play, and you get to decide who wins.
And Mike can go first.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, and we'll
I
go,
have a name.
going
I'll
around.
send it to Mike.
Okay.
Tia and Tamara Mowry.
Both of them.
both of them?
This
Yeah,
is a
it's
beginner's
called-
round.
Fine, Tia.
You don't know which one that is.
Which one is married to a white man?
That's Tamara.
Both of them.
They are
The
twins.
same white man?
Oh, this got odd.
Tia is the
This
one
got
that's on
odd
the
really,
reel.
really fast.
I don't
What
know.
is
Is she
Tia
a
doing? All right.
How about Taj Mowry?
No,
That-
he's doing
Kid with the
great.
ears?
No.
Is he?
Yo, he is so
I think he's
happy.
20.
Wait a
21.
minute. I'm
I think he's
so glad
21.
I got Steve's enthusiasm on camera. Because he went from his phone to like, wait a minute. You will not talk about Taj.
Happiness.
Not talk about Taj Mowry.
So Tia Murray?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I want to believe.
Okay, here we go.
I want to believe that they are both at a club for singles night because it's ironic. One of them got away from the kids for the evening. They are both drinking Incredible Hulks.
Ooh, why?
Because they decided to be hood today.
Okay.
They are wearing matching Timberland boots, New York Yankees hats, and black hoodies. All of them are a size too big. And while there, they run into the Lucas Brothers. I don't know if you all have ever seen Lucas Bros Moving Co. Steve introduced me to it. It is one of the greatest shows ever to be on TV.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And, you know, they see him across the bar, and they're like, we should dance with those other twins. And then the Lucas Bros walk up, and they're all like 4 feet tall each. And they're dancing. If you're watching, they do this dance.
Oh my God, I know exactly. Oh my God, I wish this was true.
They get in matching Honda Civics.
Oh,
one
You're
red,
really playing the twin thing
one
up.
blue, and they race towards destiny.
Okay.
Which is the sunset. I don't know. Into the sunset or towards destiny, and that's where my story ends. Steve.
Okay.
What? Do I have to pick a celebrity now?
No, Tia Mowry.
You have to do
I have to
What
do what Tia Mowry is doing right now.
Yeah.
Tia and Tamara, right?
Or just Tia.
I mean, it could be both.
It could be both.
It could be them and
Look at you
Carrot Top.
throwing
That's
in
what you
those.
want to do.
I imagine that Tia just put the kids to bed. Her husband's probably away right now. She probably popped a Xan.
I already love this.
She's pouring up some white wine.
Oh my God, is it a Pinot Gris?
Yeah,
It's a Riesling. It's a Riesling. That
It's
big.
not a Moscato?
Yeah. She definitely got
Moscato.
she got
She
like
likes sugar.
she didn't get the Trader Joe's brand, but she got it from Trader Joe's. You know, it's not Matthew Fox or nothing.
Steve is so good at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so good.
The detail.
But and like she's like pulled up a comfy blanket and now she's put on TLC, and what is she watching? But not 90 Day Fiance.
Before
but
the 90 days.
Before the 90 days, bro. Yo.
Let me members of Split the Difference. Steve brings up 90 Day Fiance on every damn
Steve is so
episode.
good at this.
So
I just want to say I have been
Every
working.
single one.
I don't like working when it's quiet in the apartment, so I put trash TV on. I'm just finishing season 6 of 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God.
So you know, Fernanda.
This is horrible.
Just for clarification,
I love that.
Tia has the black husband, Tamara has the white husband.
This is
Okay.
good news.
Okay.
Tamara's
All right,
the
so
white husband.
DJ Lokari, it's your turn.
Oh wait, was Steve done?
Yeah, no,
Steve's
she took a
Steve-
Xan. She's out, dog.
Steve right now is. I just want to say,
Steve, like, did you hear me?
Steve is winning.
Shut it down.
All right,
Steve
so
is winning.
It's
Mike,
not-
yours was beautiful storytelling,
Thank
but
you.
like Steve, yours is accurate.
is a
that
kangaroo
is
court.
accurate. That is much more accurate.
I like Mike's
It's
story.
rigged.
All right.
This game is rigged.
All right, so am I telling Tia and Tamara?
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay, so
It
Oh, we
matters.
switched it to both of them?
it is both of them, right?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Both of them.
So it's like 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that like Tia, who is married to the black man, she is just coming home from the real, you know what I mean? She's getting ready to like go over her script. She's already like done her notes and everything. Her husband has kind of been complaining all night because he like, babe, like what it do is, you know, it's like 9:15 and I know you got shit to do in the morning. Excuse my
Live.
language.
So, like, let's
Like I
do
know you got
this.
things to do in the morning, but you know, like a man is like needs a little attention. You know what I mean? And she's like, look,
So needy.
look, like
Y'all
yo,
are so needy.
Charlie, I need you to like chill out a little
His
bit.
name is Charlie?
Yeah, his name is Charlie for now.
Call back Chuck.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
it's-
the black guy's name is Charlie?
is his name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know, his real name is Seabear. You know what I mean? But when she's mad at him, she calls him Charlie.
That's
you know
right.
what
I
I
bet
mean?
she calls him
Okay.
Charles.
She was like, look,
It's not your story.
Damn it,
Charles.
You're right.
I'm gonna need you to go chill out and handle your own business right now because I'm a working woman. You know what I
Man.
mean? And
Yeah.
like real talk.
Maybe I'll pop in
That
there.
is ultimately the reason why I am on the real for
Maybe I'll
niggas like
sneak-
you. You know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
I'll sneak a
Live.
peek.
So, you know, I need you to just go chill out somewhere and do your business.
I just want to.
But on the
no, I
same
didn't say
token,
that.
Plus
we also got Tamara, who is, you know, she has a white husband. You know what I mean? So around
White.
9:15, what's
Wow.
happening in their home
Right.
is they're probably watching a whole bunch of episodes of Cheaters. Um,
big fans of the coach.
All right. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Didn't that guy get
I'm into
stabbed?
it. Yeah, he did. Stabbed and thrown over the side of a boat.
You talk about Joey Greco the goat. Joey Greco the goat.
The goat.
Okay.
That was.
He's an American hero.
That's the
Okay,
most
wait, so what else are they
inappropriate laugh
doing?
I've ever.
They're watching cheaters and drinking mimosas. And,
No, they're not.
okay.
No, they're not. You're wrong.
Hold on a second. Wait,
Oh, wow.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not
gee.
finished.
I didn't know we could be wrong.
You know what I mean? Hold on a second.
Who
They're
drinks
about-
mimosas at night?
Yeah,
That's
man.
Okay, honestly, Steve and I are gonna have to play this game without anybody.
I like Steve's like a little
Yes.
5-second delay.
Nobody drinks them at night.
I'm
They might
sorry,
have. They might have.
but
decided to
I
spice
wasn't
it up.
finished. I
Maybe
wasn't
they're
finished.
doing
No, I'm
breakfast
sorry,
for
you're
dinner.
right.
I wasn't
Maybe
finished.
they are. Maybe they are doing breakfast
I
for
wasn't
dinner.
finished.
But
That's a good
nobody does
point.
that when the kids are asleep.
Let's get a
You do
dinner.
that when the kids
Let's
are
get a
still
dinner
there.
quiche.
Look,
Dinner quiche. Because
No.
he is a white man.
No, breakfast
because
for dinner
like,
never
what's,
includes
what's
quiche.
happening right
They
now?
might. Breakfast
Only
quiche.
fun breakfast items.
Hold on, I didn't finish.
Okay, go.
Mickey
You know
Mouse
what I mean?
pancakes.
They are currently living in Italy, where it was getting ready to be about lunch or breakfast. You know what I'm
Italy?
saying?
No.
So you know what I mean? Like
So this
they're
is 9 o'clock in another country.
yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Different
they're-
time.
there you go. It's
No.
a
It has
it's
to
a
be right
different-
now, but it has to be different.
It
it's a
is.
different
It
time
is.
zone.
We said
so,
right
so
now.
Italy is probably like 8 hours
Hold on,
ahead.
hold on,
so this
hold on.
is maybe like 4 o'clock in the
early
morning.
I
start
can
for the-
I
for
can
the
find
day.
out right now.
Okay.
Make it quick.
I just want to say while we're doing some research here,
Mm-hmm.
the way to win this game is to be the most convincing.
Yes.
Right.
Really?
Alan,
I just
this
thought
is
it was
yours.
supposed
Wait,
to
I
be
thought we were supposed to-
outlandish.
No, it's actually supposed to be the most convincing.
Yeah.
So,
So I should
Alan,
have said a knife fight.
who
I imagine that's what they're.
who
actually
are you
doing.
leaning towards?
Steve really brought the
Steve really
the
brought
A game.
the realness.
But here's the thing.
I mean,
I like what Mike was
it's
doing.
amazing.
But
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
really.
Alright.
That's well
Well,
done by you.
Mike had one note. You had the twin note.
But I think it's well played.
I mean,
I mean, it is. I
changed
think
the
there are other
rules.
twins where it could be well.
Yeah. I did the rule change.
We should have did Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
You know what
They're
they're doing?
doing
Those are
cocaine.
twins.
I was gonna say
Those
they're
are
doing
twins where
coke.
using the twin storyline
Yes.
is actually really heavy. But the Maori sisters are actually distinct individuals.
Yeah, they're very different.
They don't work together all the time.
You know
Their
what else the Olsen
husbands
twins are doing?
have
Witchcraft.
different colors.
Okay, there it is.
I'm sorry,
So
we're
I thought that.
interrupting. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm
Oh, you
sorry,
weren't
Whitney.
finished.
Whitney, go ahead.
So I'm sorry. What
Oh,
time?
yeah,
What time is it in Italy right now?
I thought you was gonna drop
No,
it.
no. What time? What time is it in Italy right now?
Hold on.
No.
3 in the morning.
It's
So
3 in the
it's
morning.
currently 4:17.
Ah, Lawrence.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so they're having mimosas because that's just what life feels like.
I mean,
Sunrise.
Listen. It's your first round. Elgin. I'm sorry,
You don't have to be
DJ
good at it the
Alakari.
first time. It's okay.
Whitney letting him down gently.
Honestly, this is actually as gentle as I get.
No, it's fine.
That's not terrible.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad.
I am feeling that Steve wins.
I feel like that's the. That's
Steve wins.
Steve, well done.
There you go.
Congratulations.
BSing is how I got through high school. So.
It's
how I
absolutely
got
it
through
is
college.
it is a ridiculous game.
That's-
I'll tell you the one that I was most proud of. Somebody asked me what Mark McGuire was doing, and it was
Big Mac.
This was maybe like 5 years ago,
Oh.
and this was maybe like 10:30 in the morning, and I was like, well,
Drinking them Roy's.
he's in his kitchen. It's a beautiful kitchen, lots of marble. Big open plan kind of living space with his family.
just to let everybody know we got about 7 minutes.
I mean, no, you want to hear this?
Okay.
So he's in the kitchen.
Strong sell.
He's got a robe on open
How small are his testicles because
all
of
the
the steroid
way.
use?
You know, I don't know because he actually wears boxers. He doesn't wear boxer briefs, so he's in his
So
boxers.
you're saying that they don't even show if you wear
There's
briefs?
no, there's
very small.
It
no,
would be like a bikini.
there's no definition whatsoever, is what I'm trying to
No
say.
balls.
Like a mannequin.
He has mismatched socks on.
Oh.
They're sweat socks. They're pulled all the way up. One of them's kind of falling apart because, you know, the elastic doesn't really keep.
And the steroids.
His wife has taken the kids to school. This was 10:30 in the morning on like a Tuesday. His wife has taken the kids to school.
The kids are going to school at 10:30.
No. I mean,
be in
has
school at, like,
already.
8.
Has already. Like, she was already gone. Wife and kids are out of the house.
Okay.
He's now just sort of getting into the living space with the rest of the family. And he's pouring himself Count Chocula. And he runs out of milk.
Oh.
And so he fills the rest of the bowl with cereal. And he sits at the marble counter.
Mm-hmm.
And in silence,
Cries.
he eats Count Chocula by himself.
That is terribly sad. I hope he's at least excited about something.
That's well done.
No, he's not.
No,
He's never. He hasn't been excited since 1999.
Yeah. Do we want to do one more quick round? We got 6 minutes.
Oh, why don't you guys give one for me and Alan, and then you get to decide who wins.
Tight.
All right.
Ooh. Mike, it's your show, but
No, you have the.
Throw it back to him.
I'm ready. I'm
Hold
always
on,
ready
hold
to
on,
play this
hold
game.
on.
This game
You know what?
is
Because
so
it's
stupid, but I love
BlurdDotRadio,
it.
Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
The Iceman.
Okay, so who's going first?
Yes.
Alan, you go first.
Yeah.
Remember, you got to split 5 minutes.
No, that's easy.
You are impressing me right now, fam.
This is all for Elgin.
Here we go. So Bobby Van Winkle.
Okay, so first off, man, it's
Stop cutting them off.
You know what I mean?
He's got 2 minutes.
He's
2.5 minutes.
He's probably at, and I don't know if this is the case. I think he's out in Los Angeles. I think he's at Staples Center. I think he's going to catch a Lakers or Clippers game. Don't know who's playing right now.
Is he sitting in the back?
I think it's the Clippers.
Okay, I think it's the Clippers. Let's go with the Clippers. He's not courtside.
No.
And he's not good enough to be on the celebrity sighting at the game that's playing in arena.
Yeah.
But I think he loves popcorn as a choice for a snack. I think he's in tier 2 of Staples Center.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I think he is.
No, I think he's definitely in the mezzanine.
No, he's tier 2
area.
because he's there because someone else has brought him, but no one's talking to him.
Oh. Yeah.
And so it's nice that he's there for him.
How big is the group?
Oh, it's about 25 people.
25?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's doing a lot of Instagram living.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to ask questions?
I mean, I just did.
Okay. What is he wearing?
Yes.
That's such a good question.
I think a blue shirt, t-shirt.
What style of? Okay.
It's a blue t-shirt.
Okay.
Nothing's on it though.
Okay.
And he's wearing some
No pocket.
No pocket.
Okay.
And high-end sweatpants.
John Elliott.
What are high-end sweatpants?
High-end sweatpants.
John Elliott.
Can tell you.
John Elliott.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what that means.
They're $280 of sweatpants.
There it is.
Oh, that's the brand name.
Sock
That's
shoe
the design.
game.
Okay.
Regular socks.
No
Print
socks.
No socks.
Boat shoes.
Okay.
Boat shoes with the
Boat
sweatpants.
shoes and no socks?
Is he?
I'm telling you about Bobby.
Is he wearing a hat or no hat?
Oh, he's wearing a hat.
I was with you. I was with
relax.
you.
Listen. He's
I was with
always
you
wearing a
on
hat.
that.
The hat is also blue.
Okay.
Dark blue.
What color are the shoes?
They're boat shoes.
They're boat shoes. I mean, that's one color.
Navy blue.
White, I believe.
No, white. No.
Navy blue.
I have white boat shoes.
They
Navy
come
blue.
in.
Not in January, you don't.
Navy blue. Navy blue.
Come on.
Huh.
Whitney, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I think that he's in the car with his daughter,
Okay.
who is, we'll say 16.
Mind you, if he's in LA, it's 6:22.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that she's about 16 years old, and he is. They do a shared custody.
Okay.
He and his ex with the daughter. We'll say her name's Chastity. Chastity.
Okay.
She does modern dance.
Okay.
She's like really, really into it.
Does
and
she have a specialty?
Dancing in a modern way.
Okay.
Does she wear parachute pants or not?
She does not. She does not. She wears traditional, sort of. It's all skin tight.
Oh yeah.
All of the and I'm gonna go ahead and say Chastity is quite thin.
Okay.
She's very good at it. She's made a
No
career out of
plastic
it.
surgery.
No. She's
'Cause this is
she's
LA.
16. 16? Did I say 16? I think I said 16.
Oh, you're talking about his daughter, not
His
his
daughter.
baby's
His
mom.
daughter.
Okay.
His daughter. So Bobby and the mom, and we're gonna go ahead and call her Marin. So Marin is a dancer. That's kind of like how they all met. You know, like that's what they fell in love over.
Like
to begin
Marin
with.
Cilic?
I don't know that reference.
The
no.
tennis player.
So
Like
his
Martin
daughter
Marin.
Chastity is
Oh.
sitting in the passenger seat, and
Quick,
he's,
how did she get the name Chastity?
lack of creativity.
It wasn't like somebody's grandma.
And so
Lock it up.
she's really, you know, they're coming home from rehearsal, that they're doing a shared custody thing. So mom, Marin, dropped her off. Bobby's picking her up, and he came early to like see her so that he could like talk to her about her dancing on the way back. Like he's really trying to make a connection. And you know, she's on her phone. She's like doing TikTok or whatever. And
Doing TikTok.
I don't know what the kids do. She's doing the TikTok or whatever.
Right.
And like he's trying to ask her questions about her dancing and be like, like dad was like kind of a big deal back in the day and
I
whatever.
think she
And
knows
she's like,
that
okay.
he's a big
No, she knows, but like he's trying to like really ingratiate himself to her. He's trying to say like I can help you. Like I'm here for you. And she doesn't really care that much. And it's another 15 minutes to get to the house, and she's just trying to get through it.
Okay. All right.
Give me this one.
Just for some quick clarification.
No, please. I get to be. They need to ask questions.
Just
of me.
one thing. Ice-T's daughters are
Ice-T.
Vanilla Ice's daughters' names are Dusty Rain,
yes,
and Keely Breeze.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Chastity is really close. That is really
named
close.
Your daughter a stripper name. Dusty
That's
Rain.
really close.
Dear Lord.
He's trying to make sure that she's.
I think I win just for that. I think I win just for that.
Yo, he is from Detroit.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Whitney.
Okay.
Steve, who you got?
Steve.
I gotta give it to Whitney.
Ouch.
Done. Doesn't matter what you
DJ
say.
Elokari.
Wait. I still get to. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead and vote. No, make him feel better. No, make him feel better.
It's an
Make
open
him feel better.
process.
Make him feel better.
So my decision. First off, I just want to applaud you all for both having.
DJ Elokari, it's time to go. The bell is ringing.
So first off, I just have to say that both of you all had pointed out
the
facts.
bell is ringing. Who are you voting for?
I have to give. I'm giving it to Alan. Why? Because
he'll cry if you don't.
The first picture that we looked up of Vanilla Ice, he was wearing a what, Steve?
A blue shirt.
He was wearing a blue shirt.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
With what, Steve?
Okay, seriously, you guys, blue shirt.
No label on it.
With
Wait,
no,
did it have
you
a
said no
pocket?
pocket.
He said
No,
no
he said
pocket.
blank. He said
no,
blank.
No, blank with no pocket.
Blank with no pocket.
And that was actually correct.
Nice.
Right?
Was it a crew neck?
That hat on, I'm sure.
And he did have a hat on that had blue in it. So
Well done.
I have to give it to Alan for that simple
done.
fact.
Thank you very much.
I'm never talking
I
to you
will
again,
say
that's
I will never change my vote because of you. So we are in the shout out portion of the show.
Just know his vote means nothing when it comes to Vanilla Ice for the game.
Yeah, no. I mean, it really was all that guy's. This is why he had the music queued up so quickly. Could you play the shout out music, please?
Oh, this is not.
It should have been. I mean, it could have.
It will never be. I want to give a shout out to you. Well, I want to give a shout out to Blake, who is the only person watching on YouTube.
Oh, big
Hey,
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah, he'll be on. I told him February, but Blake, we're gonna have to reschedule. I'm sorry.
It's a
April.
hell of a way for you to find out, Blake.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's not really.
We'll have you.
They
on.
do not respect you.
I have more than enough respect for Blake. He knows this. Blake Morris, shout out to you. Shout out to Chris Duncan, who will eventually listen to this and tell me about what he liked and what he didn't like. I want to give a shout out to Melvin Brooks and Ricardo Jackson, who run our BlurdDotRadio Facebook page. We got like 3,000 likes, and one time we had a post that reached 7 million people. Check it out. Facebook.com/BlurdDotRadio. We are also on Instagram. We'll be on Twitter as soon as we can figure out why Twitter doesn't like us. And I'll throw it to Steve.
Shout out to everybody who loves everybody. And I'm just gonna let DJ Elokari take his time doing what he has to do because he always takes a lot.
I don't know why you did this. DJ Elokari.
Shout out to Rip Van Winkle. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla Ice.
Rob Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle is asleep under a tree.
Nah, fam.
That's a completely different person.
Yeah, you know what
He
I'm saying?
steals children.
Hey.
I think that's the Pied Piper.
I think it's all of them.
Oh yeah. Shout outs to Sam Trump. Shout outs to John Renaissance and John the Author. Shout outs to Ron Kapashi and Mike Specs. Shout outs to Cole, whose music we played on the second half. Yeah, and shout outs to everybody here, man. It's so good to see to be in the presence of great people.
Hey, our first show of the new year. Hey.
Number one.
Whitney Katz, who you got?
Taj Mowry. Shout out to Taj Mowry.
Yo, Taj,
I believe in you, dude.
Taj is buff for no reason.
That's right.
Word.
That's it. Also, my mom.
There you go. I was hoping there would be somebody significant. Not that you're not significant,
Wow.
Taj, but he heard that because
He
his ears are
listens.
so big.
Oh, very good.
Alan
I love
Linton. Who you got?
Shout out to Crystal for listening earlier.
Nice.
Hey, Crystal.
Shout
Did
out.
she turn it off?
I don't know.
Listen,
But I was
take
getting
that shout
comments.
out away.
Half
Don't
a
do
shout
that.
out for Crystal. And you know what? Shout out to Whitney.
Oh, I'm here though.
Okay, that's nice.
Are you supposed to? Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got.
You're listening to BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back next week with songstress Angela Nice, who I actually met at Whitney's birthday party.
She's the best.
And Elena Smith, dancer extraordinaire. Love, peace, hair grease. Get out of here, you kids.
Just let your soul flow.
There you go.